Hey guys, welcome back to the Lands of Pharaohs. I'm Sajuuk, and we've got a choice mission up here, which is to declare the Old Kingdom, but we're going to be heading into the military one here of Dunqul Oasis. Drive out the jackals, which is pretty militaristic. The other options, of course, Dunqul Oasis, Order Amidst Chaos, but we're going to be going on to Dunqul Oasis here to drive out the jackals.
Pepi has taken the throne and awarded your family the status of Chancellor. But it has come with a price. Centralized authority continues to erode as local and regional leaders become more powerful. Harvests in some regions are far below normal, and the specter of famine has begun to appear in Egypt. Mennefer, once a splendid and beautiful city, is beginning to decline. Seers foretell difficult times to come. Powerful neighbors are moving to take advantage of Egypt's increasing weakness. The outpost at Buhen is under siege from fearless Kushite soldiers sent from Kerma, the largest non-Egyptian city in Africa. The Kush are demanding tribute, and the slightest provocation could lead to an outright attack. Nubia, too, has issued a call to war and is seeking to reclaim lost land. If Egypt is to survive, you must do what you can to preserve trade routes to keep goods flowing into and out of Egypt. Keep the hard-won trading post at the Salima Oasis open. Pepi, anticipating his journey to the afterlife, will make frequent requests for stone to build his pyramid, and other cities short on food will seek sustenance from you. Use your resources carefully. Valuable wood is plentiful at the oasis, but some of the forest must be destroyed to access the limited water supply.
Well, it sounds as if Egypt is falling apart here at the end of the Old Kingdom, and it looks as if enemies are attacking from the south. The Kush and Nubians as well are fighting off people in Egypt and all that kind of stuff, so it's quite hectic here. The Kushite threats, it's obvious that we're going to be fighting Kushites. Population of 3,500, very modest goals. The only thing we have to have is basically a large city, or a moderately sized city, and a good enough kingdom rating, which is going to be easy enough. Culture and prosperity pretty low, and a monument as well. It doesn't actually refer to in this briefing the city of Dunqul. It just doesn't say it at all. They just say it generically, but never mind. Looks as if we might have requests as well. Anyway, we'll continue on hard mode. Let's head to the city. Slow time down and pause and have a look around this really, really mountainous map. That's what the rocks are probably trying to refer to here. There is a lot of rock, and I can't imagine, it said in the briefing, you might have to destroy trees. I can't imagine needing to destroy trees, given that there's no way to build a housing block in those trees. How on earth do you build anything unless you're building like through there and out there? But that's not a housing block. You don't need to destroy the trees. A couple of ostriches as well. Quite a number of flocks of ostriches. I think there must be 4 of them. No, 3 of them. And there's some hyenas that we're going to have to block off. We don't start with a lot of cash, 6,000. Quite a nice big space here where I can put a housing block. What do we have for our raw resources? Wood, granite, sandstone and gemstones. Now, let's have a look at this monument. It's a small obelisk. Benefit of this map is that we have all the wood and granite we have, so we don't need it. So we don't actually have to import anything to build that monument, so we can put that up last. Hunting is the only form of food, no work camps, which means we're going to have some problems with unemployment again. Defensive structures, only walls, no towers, so we can't use towers to help. I'm probably going to have a housing block here and a housing block here-ish, and then we've got good access through this area to set up our industrial area, as well as here too. Let's have a look at trade routes. We're here at Dunqul Oasis. Now, given that the briefing said that Kerma is going to be attacking us, or that they are a leading attack, that trade route is probably going to shut down pretty early. Salima Oasis is a foreign city apparently. It buys a load of things that we can't sell. So, I mean, we could probably import possibly clay, I'm not too sure. Buhen here buys wood, that's very cheap. We're going to have to sell out wood to them because that's the only source of selling wood for now. Henenesu here buys nothing, sells us clay and flax. Man the Fair sells papyrus. I think we can sell beer. Yeah, we can import barley, but there's no point because I know that trade route shuts down at the end of the first year. Owen here, very expensive, sells clay, reeds and limestone, buys nothing. Biblos sells wood and copper, buys gemstones and luxury goods. That's 1500. That's actually very expensive. So what I have to do is basically set up a housing block and sell wood, and once I've sold out all the wood I can, I must then go into gemstones and start importing copper, because we are going to be attacked pretty early, and the attacks get larger and larger throughout this mission. And of course, because they're going to be Kushite attacks, they are going to be pretty strong. So yeah, I'm going to go and set up a housing block right here and the first industry, and I'll come back in once I've done it. Okay, so we've got some housing set up here. So a bit of an unorthodox layout. Normally I would put these things in the inside of the loop, but given where I had to put this to make sure that there was a space around the outside for a road, for any like little appenditures for housing and all that, I've had to put the water supply on the outer loop, which is fine. I could put it out there and it's still going to service them. I made sure to put down these houses first so that I can start the woodcutters early, then these houses. I spent about 1,000 putting statues all around these hyena enclosures. Now hopefully they can't get out through that little gap there, trying to save some cash here and there, making sure they don't get out as well. Because I don't want the hyenas running around, because if they start running around, they're going to start killing immigrants, slow down the development of this city. So we have pretty much everything we need. I forgot to show gods. I keep doing it. Ra-Apatah Seth, and Seth is patron. I think can we build a temple? We can't build a temple complex in, but that's too expensive. So when the people move in, we're going to set up our we're going to get our industry going, our wood cutting industry. Let me just put down some more houses like that. I mean, I know this is not going to be perfect, but I really don't care. It's as close as I can to being perfect, to be honest. And in this little space here, I will probably have I could fit another house block in here, but with a bit of industry here, I'm not too sure how I'm going to go about this. Because normally how I play this mission is I have one block here and one block here with a connecting road between the two with industry stuff right in this centre bit. But we'll see how it goes. We might do it a little bit differently this time, so we're just going to keep on going, and I'll come back in once we're starting to produce our first wood. Okay, so we're starting to produce some wood here. It's taken us nearly the first half of the year just to produce this, so we're not going to be able to sell a lot. If we can max out this quite quickly, we should be able to produce a lot more. There's plenty of trees here, they've all got workers. I do have a bit of an unemployment problem here, but that will be easily solved by, I think, just removing a few houses, just to keep it stable. I don't really want to keep spending money building new industries, because if we do that, we're just going to slow our growth to getting out of debt, because I think we're going to end up running out of money on this one. How much personal savings do I have? 0, apparently. I haven't been building personal mansions, which is fine. So if we just speed this up a little bit, these guys will come back and start producing more wood. And once we stockpile one more plank of wood, we'll open up the trade route and start selling it. Now hopefully we can sell out the whole maximum that we can in 1 year, because I don't want to take over to the next year without having sold all the wood we can. So they've got another plank of wood. In fact, let's just open up the trade route to Buhen now. 200, it's cheap. And let's just sell wood. And the sale of wood will help to allow us to put down gem mines, because you can see we're nearly out of cash here. So I'm not totally serious about trying to go through a no debt on this one, because I'm pretty sure that's going to happen regardless. We're going to have 600 wood to sell at this rate, which is going to be good. 75. Get through the trees quite quickly. It's going to be our starting export. Here comes Buhen here to buy up that wood. What's our unemployment like? 33%. Let's actually just put down another woodcutter there. I don't think we really need this many, but we will go with it. It's fine. 2 traders are going to come through. They're going to buy up 600 wood, and that's probably all we're going to get sold this year, because it's going to take a while for them to get round to the starting point. Okay, can I get a bridge across there? No, because the bridge is too short. I can actually put one there, so let's just put a bridge there. They were selling out the wood. There we go. Let's just put a bridge down here. And there's another 300 to be sold. That's going to be good. You just take as long as you can so that these guys can stop. There. Sold 300. What was that? Yeah, 300. So we've got the money, and with that money we're now going to go and put down some gemstone mines. They're quite expensive, so let's put down 2 of them, below all our cash. And we'll start stockpiling on gems because we will need to open up this trade route to Byblos in the north, 1500 to get copper. And that's going to blow out pretty much all of the funds that we have. So when these traders exit, they should be able to exit pretty quickly, and the next 2 will come through and buy up the remainder of the wood that we're able to sell. How much do we sell? 900, okay. So yeah, we're just going to keep on going. These houses will now devolve because of the gemstone mines. That's not too big of a deal. And is that going to solve our unemployment? You've walked the wrong way, which is not a big issue at this point. Okay, so we're just going to keep on going. I'll come back in at the end of the year once we have sold out all of our wood. Okay, so it's nearly the end of the year here. It's only been actually a few months since I cut it off. And we're going to sell the remainder of the wood supply that we can sell. Because that's going to be the end of the year. We've sold, what's that, 1700? You're going to buy up another 500, and that's all we're going to be able to sell. So there we go, we've got 3000. Now with that money, we need to set up our military very quickly. So we've got 24 workers that are not employed. Let's put down 1 recruiter right there. I'll just put a roadblock here for now so that they don't get lost. Now we're going to put down, where can I put these? Let's just put that there. And 1 there. So that's spent out a bit of money. We're not going to be able to sell much more wood because we don't have a supply to sell. Sorry about that, I just sort of needed to take my breath for a second. So these 2 are going to exit, and it's going to be the end of the month, end of the year, and we're going to lose that trade route. I think it's halfway through the 2nd year. I'm not too sure, but we will not be able to sell much more wood. So this stockpile that we're going to get is the last of the supply. Once we sold that out, they will then have to open up the trade route to Byblos, whether we like it or not. You're going to get access to workers sooner or later. You must be this guy here. 18. We'll just put those houses there. So we're going to start to stockpile on gems, which is good. These are working at the quickest rate that they can. And really that's all we can do. We can't do much else until I get a bit more money to open up this trade route. First of all, we're going to put down this account. That's going to be quite undesirable there. See, I would have liked to put it out here, but that's... I mean, I can. Let's just draw this out like that. Now, I'm not sure if you're going to get all the way around here, so what we are going to do is right in there put some houses. Now, I know that's not a really good idea, but it's just going to save us a lot of trouble with passing houses and all that kind of stuff. It means that we can just draw this road out that way instead. Do this. Where does that end? It ends there, so let's just put that there. In fact, let's just put that roadblock back. We can put down the physician, well, the police station, sorry, and a physician just here. Actually, no, that's not going to work because it's not going to pass the houses at all by being there. Let's just put that there. Okay, so we spent pretty much all that money for what we sold to Boohen, and now we don't have any money to open up the trade route to Byblos here. Now we do have money, but it's going to put us into debt. I would rather try to avoid going into debt now, because I know that once we get to debt on this mission, it's really hard to get back out of it because you just get stuck in an insurmountable debt. So we're going to have quite a lot of wood to sell here. We're going to have another 800. Once we've sold it, if the traders get through before that route closes down, which would be kind of annoying, then we will set up our military. So I'll come back in when we're ready to set up the military. Well, I have no choice about the military because I'm going to have to build it now. We have enemies closing on the city. I haven't been warned, it's going to come up at the end of the month. But we have to build our military now. Because if I don't, we're going to be in hot water with an early invasion. And this is the end of the first year. Already we're getting attacked. Luckily the invasions on this one started pretty small. The traders are coming through to buy up more wood, which is going to help with our profits. So come through. As soon as you buy wood, I'm going to put down an archer's fort straight away because I need it. You've got all the employees. You've got one employee for some reason. Let's just take that priority off industry and commerce to get the military running at full maximum speed. There we go. You've got 800. 6 months and the Bedouin army is going to attack us. This is not good. As soon as you buy this wood, we're going to put down an archer's fort right there. Go. So let's put it up. One archer's fort there. Is there space to put an inventory fort right next to it? There is, so I'll have the initial forts will be here. I will then move them over here when I get a chance. So we sold out all our wood. That is it. We're not going to be getting any more from Buhen at this point. I'm actually just going to put a roadblock here. Get off that, please. That'd be nice. Trade route closes. The trade route to Kerma has been shut down, and that's the start of the year. Can you just get off that, for God's sake? That'd be really nice. Let's just do a bit of a connection over this way. Just a roadblock there. And now we're going to set up our industry for this. So let's just put down one weaponsmith and 1 yard right here to accept copper and weapons. And we're going to open up, because we have no choice, we're going to have to open up this trader to Byblos. Really expensive, but the benefit is that we do have gems to sell. And we're going to import just a very small amount, 200, because we can't afford it. In fact, don't import copper until you've bought something, because otherwise we're going to be screwed. This is just to make sure that they pass something just in case they get lost, basically. So yeah, our military is starting to get hairy already, and I'm going to come back in when we're near that invasion unless something happens. Okay, so there's troubles at Buhen now. The siege at Buhen has struck, and we no longer have a seller or buyer of wood. So, Byblos is our saviour, and we're no longer able to produce wood. So, in fact, why don't we just turn off that industry? Because it's now just a waste. So as soon as we sell gems, in fact I'm going to shift the gems somewhere else, but as soon as we start selling gems, because you're going to buy gems first, we're going to import 200 copper, because that's where you're going to go next. You're going to buy up, you've bought some gems, and now you're going to sell me copper, driving our profits down. A little bit more sales there, and that's just lost a lot of money. So we've got some copper, which is good, and you're just going to kill us. And what the hell? Buhen is under siege, and Buhen wants 60 weapons in 3 months. That's not happening. Even if I had the 2-year extension, that's not happening. We barely have enough money just to train our own troops, for Christ's sake. Buhen, let me just tell you something. You're going to have to be sieged by the Nubians, and we'll come and conquer you later. Because there's no way I'm furnishing you with 2 forts worth of, in fact, no, 4 forts worth of weapons. So, yeah. Bye bye Buhen, we'll see you later. You're not getting your weapons. So we're down to 171 demons, and we've got Buhen demanding something that's really expensive. Meanwhile, we're training our military, which is fine. We actually got unemployment. I might just turn that wood industry back on. In fact, no. What we're going to do is we're going to go into debt. Well, our rescue funds debt, and we're going to put down 1, 2, 3. This is going to put us all into quite a bit of debt. And let's do 4, 5. Let's just put only 1,500 in rescue funds. So we're going to start to produce our own luxury goods now. Let's just empty all that. And let's put... Actually no, this could be gems. And this could be luxury goods right here. So we're basically going to go into debt now because we have no income source. So with the money that we have, let's just stop exporting now and keep the wood industry off. How much unemployment is that? 31, so that will be cleared up by most of this. So yeah, I'm just going to come back in once the invasion is here. We are not fulfilling Buhen's that's impossible. You can't fulfill that request, and even if you do, it actually does nothing. You don't reopen the trade route or anything. So we're going to ignore them and just concentrate on our own survival at this point. Okay, so we are going to be attacked in 1 month by that Bedouin army, and we have, what is this, 9 archers, which is not very good given that we had quite a lot of warning for that. I knew that that was going to happen because I've played this mission quite often. Generally when I recommend players who want to play Pharaoh want to improve their military, this is the mission I recommend because it's so difficult, economically and militaristically. We are producing weapons, but I don't have the funds to support putting down anything related to military. So at this point, these funds are just sort of dwindling away at a pretty slow rate, which is not good. But I'd rather stockpile the weapons now so that I don't have to worry. The gods are getting a little upset. We can put down... Let me just check, pause. 1, 2... So that's going to be a shrine there. Hang on. 1 shrine. No, wrong shrine. 1 to Ptah. There. So this attack's going to come in and we're going to probably have 10 or 11 troops. It depends on where they attack from. I have an idea of where they do attack from, but let's go with a surprise on this one. I will use these archers after the battle to go around sterilising some of these hyena spawns. Just because it'll get rid of them and then we don't have to worry about them. I can delete the statues and all that. We're only going to be able to make 4 weapons from the copper because we don't have any luxury goods or gems to sell at this point. Once we have luxury goods, I will sell them and that'll allow me to import copper. Bedouin army is upon us and they're coming from the north, the southeast, and they want 60 weapons in 24 months. That's not going to happen. So let's move our troops into position and I'm not sure about time lapse in this. Why are you going up that way for? Is it not easier to come down this way? I don't know. They're coming down from the south. It's not going to be a big invasion, so let's just speed this up. In fact, let's just find out where they're from. We are going to go into debt because 30 demons. There's 4 of them there, okay. Now 4 of them should die to, what is this, 11 archers that have been academy trained, so... Well, I'd hope so anyway. Where are they? Ah, here they are. So what's... Yeah, we're in debt. Okay, so we've gone into debt. Fine. I will start selling luxury goods as soon as I get an opportunity to do so. And let's just mark these out. So hopefully that they come straight up and we know it says 4 or 5, and there's 5 of them there, okay. Let's just speed this up a little bit. Now, why are you going over there? I would like it if you came to me, rather than going right past my troops. Get into position and start shooting. Move back. This works better than... No. That's not right. Come on, attack. So they're just going to completely ravage the place. Let's actually just slow time right down. Can I get any police people here? There. Right there, that's a little extreme, but we're going to have to do that because our archers are probably going to get wiped out. Okay, so yeah, our archers are panicked and we've got nothing. Right, police, come and help. Trade route to Saqqara can now be open. Let's actually have a look at that. 975 demons to buy 1500 wood. Now we do have quite a bit, so let's actually open that trade route and sell it all. That'll give us some money. We're now really in debt. Now, why are the police not doing something? Come on, police, do something. Okay, one of them's running off, I think. Is it? Yeah, one of them's running off, finally. Our army of policemen did something. And okay. But this could be problematic because they've just now destroyed my entire wood supply. I may need to reload because we are now at 2,000 debt with no wood to export. So, yeah. I'm going to export, I'm going to reload, I'm going to try and stop this from being destroyed, maybe put up this wall of policemen earlier. And yeah, I'll come back in once we've got to that invasion again. Well, that's interesting. They've spawned from a completely different location this time around. I have put down a wall of policemen. I'm not sure if this is now a wise decision given they're coming from another area, which, you know, this could lead to more destruction, but that is how many? 1, 2, 3... Okay, so it's a 5-strong invasion. Now, if I knew it was going to be that large, I would have probably trained some infantry. But we're stooped in so much debt that I can't really do anything else. I'll wait for them to come to me so I can train up maybe a few more troops, because I don't really want to be lost here. Let's just actually destroy all of that, because it's in the wrong location. And let's just put them here instead. So let's just spam out all of these policemen. Like so. That will probably be a lot closer to these guys here who are coming in to attack now. And we have, what's this, 13 archers. Come on, you're going to produce another one. 13. Come on, produce another one, please. Oh, you've reduced your staffing levels, which is unfortunate, but we've got 14 there. We have 14 archers, which might actually help. The 14th is not going to the right place, which is unfortunate. Can you just shoot them, please? Please just do something. At least you're nowhere near my wood supply, which is actually a benefit. If they destroy any of this, well, it's just a fail, because I'll never get out of debt. There's that trader to Saqqara open again. Okay, you're running off shaking. I think we did it this time. Holy damn, we did it. Okay, we're gonna lose one archer. Fine, whatever. Right, you're escaping. Okay, we did it. Okay, so we had to make sure that if they spawn from anywhere other than here, you're screwed, basically. But we survived that invasion, eventually, after using some, what I would consider to be hacks, almost. We now have 1,000 of debt, which is not very useful, and we're gonna have to just open up this trader to Saqqara and put ourselves into even more debt just to sell wood. So let's go ahead and go into 2,000 debt, retrain our archers at least, and hopefully we'll be prepared for the next invasion, because if we have any more invasions like that, we are not going to be able to fight them off. So I'm just going to keep on going. I'll come back in once I'm nearly out of debt. Okay, so we're not totally out of debt yet, but we are close to it. We just need to sell something else. And there's only one trader from Saqqara that came through. Oh no, the trade year reset. Okay, fine. I think only part of it went across. Let's see. 800. Yeah, there's only one Saqqara trader here, which is gonna slow things down quite a bit. Byblos has bought some luxury goods and they're now going to put me into even more debt by importing copper, which doesn't help. Now we are trading up military, which is good. We are sort of slowly importing the copper here. In fact, what's our unemployment like? 10 employees. For that, I'm going to actually turn on wood industry and allow it to stockpile again, so we can sell off a massive bunch of it to Saqqara here. We could sell 1,200, so that's not too bad. This mission's already hairy. We've spent nearly 50 minutes and we're not really progressed very far into the mission. We are actually in back our archers, which is good. And once we've got enough money, I'm going to put down an infantry fort as soon as I can. We may even start to try and feed our people because, well, we're short on workers. We're short by 58. And actually, we've not put back down our shrines that I had to build. So let's put one there. And let's put one there. We're going to sell off wood. There we go, we're out of debt. But not very well. We're not far out of debt. And there's only one trader from Saqqara coming through a year. That's very slow. And that's because their trade quotas are so low. If you didn't work it out by now, the number of land traders you get on a map is dependent on the amounts, the trade quantities and the size of the map. Larger maps tend to produce 3 traders for one city, even if the export capacity is low, but it does tend to be based on these trade values. If they buy more or sell more, they will come through more regularly. So we've got 300 luxury goods stockpiling. We've also got a little bit of wood that's going to stockpile, and I think I'm going to have to start working on feeding the people with the money that we've got. So I'm going to come back in once we're starting to feed our citizens. Well, they did say that we were going to have to send food to somewhere, so Own is requiring 1,200 portions of game in 7 months. Now, luckily, we're going in and out of debt here on this mission. I basically sell off like luxury goods and wood and then import copper and it just puts us straight into debt. So I haven't really got out of debt, I've just sort of going in and out of it constantly. We are stockpiling game meat here. I'm waiting for this to produce a bit more wood. Once these produce any more wood, I will turn off the industry. There you go. So turn that off. The reason being that that's stockpiled the entire year's supply of selling wood, so there's no point having that industry running when it's just consuming workers. And yeah, we're sort of slowly building up our troops. I can't build any more because if I do, I can't get out of debt, which is a problem. I'm going to put one more gemstone mine and put us even further into debt, which doesn't actually help. There's 1200 game, you can take that. That request is still outstanding and will never be fulfilled, which is fine. I did put down a second weaponsmith just to try and boost production a little bit. And now that we've got that game meat off, we are going to start trying to give our citizens food at this point. So let's just... It says to get game meat, and we'll try to feed our people, which will allow us to evolve our housing and get more people in. But this mission's tough. Now, I know that I was playing it on normal last time, and it was tough. This is on hard, and it's really difficult. So I am going to play it a lot more cagely, take my time. We've only spent 2 years in this mission. It feels as if we've been here for very little time. Or for a long time, rather. So we're stockpiling luxury goods, selling off as we can. They're going to come in and sell us copper, plunging us even further into debt. I really wish these would start to produce luxury goods a bit quicker. And we'll start to stockpile game meat here and then give it off. And what's this? 12 blocks of granite to Mennefer in 12 months. Well, I don't even have a granite industry running. The game meat helped. Oh, and that's our kingdom up. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to put a yard here to accept that. Let's just make sure that it can actually go in by making that half. Let us put down... Where on earth can I put this? Let's put down 1. 2. Fine. 2 of those. And this is going to put us into debt even further by this Byblos trader. I really hope the year would reset. I know it's going to kill our kingdom rating by not paying tribute, which is going to be an ongoing problem, I think, on this one. So we're going to start to stockpile game meat, provide it to our citizens, and we'll sell wood in the next trading year. Hopefully Sakara's not on the map. They are. Damn it, that's time wasted. In fact, we've got 2, 4. We don't need any more copper, in fact. Let's just import 2 more copper. And once that's imported, we're going to stop the import of copper because we don't need any more. So these granite cores are going to get running. And we will try to meet that granite request, hopefully quickly. So yeah, I'm just going to keep on going and I'll come back in if anything of interest happens. Okay, so we have another invasion on incoming. 3 months until a Bedouin army attacks. And because of our strength in arms, I like that I love that graphic. If a foreign city conquered, it's a great one. It's like, I'm Pharaoh and I've conquered somewhere or something, I don't know. But it's such a good graphic. Anyway, because of our strength in arms, Egypt has successfully conquered the renowned city of Dunqul Oasis, expanding our influence still further, which is the alternate mission. I don't know why it's talking about it like as if we were invading them. The first granite has finally been produced. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to meet this in time, given it's taken that long. We are producing gems, which is going to get sold. In fact, let's just set this to export when over 0. Because we are producing a bit of a surplus here. And we're just going to have to wait for that invasion to come round because there's not much I can do. Pardon me. Let's, in fact, with the food that we've got, we're going to put down a bazaar. We're just going to have this buying game meat there. So we're going to start to give game meat to people. It's not going to evolve all the houses. I'm not bothered. I just want some of them to evolve. And we're going to start to sell wood, which is going to be good. It's going to give us quite a lot of profit. It's only going to be 800, unfortunately, this time around because we don't have enough capacity to sell much more. We've got 1200 here. Yeah, 1200 game meat. That's not too bad. We've got a little bit of a luxury good and gems export building up. And there goes some profit, finally. Not a lot, but it's a bit, which is good. Our industries will start to boost up as this housing block evolves as well, which is going to be good. So buy these luxury goods for me. Out of debt. And we've got an invasion in 1 month. We've only got a tiny amount of out of debt, which is unfortunate. And yeah, this is a very, very casual, well not casual, it's a very determined playthrough rather. There's a bit more money. In fact with that, I'm just going to go right back into debt and put down this this inventory fort, which is going to send us right up to 1,000 in debt. But we are going to sell more wood when the next sales happen. These houses will slowly evolve. They're not going to fully evolve because there's too much undesirable stuff around here. And yes, we'll just slowly evolve these houses. We'll start to train up some inventory at least. Bedouin attack from the south here, I think. Now I do hope that these archers will actually do something a bit better this time around. Let's actually find out where they're coming from. How big is this? That's quite big actually. I may need to spam police again. Let's just do this. Go on. We're not going to train up enough of these to be of any use. We need this to be prioritised. Let's put this to priority number 2. Actually, yeah, right. Let industry take the hit for now. I'm more focused on trying to get through this invasion. When the Kushites start coming through, I will start to speed them up a bit because it's just going to get insane after this point. Pharaoh's going to fly into rage because we haven't sent the 12 blocks of granite yet. We've got 6 months to comply, and Kingdom's standing goes up because of this battle. Let's just speed up time a little bit here. Just put this into engage nearby enemies, just to get them. Let's go back. No, no, go this way. Come on, get towards my police, because this is actually quite a big invasion. Come on, policemen, help. So we've got a full complement of archers here and a bunch of police, basically. So this is going to be one based on whether our constables can actually do something. Because our archers are going to be wiped out, pretty much. Let's just send them all back. Come on, go back. Well, they're not going to, and they're now panicked. Okay. Will the police stop them in time? They seem to be running off now, which is good. Or are they trying to come back? No, just exit, please. Eventually these police will do something. Actually, he did do something after a while. I really hope you're not wandering in circles trying to kill police, because that'd be kind of nasty. They have blown up a house, so that was a water supply. Shit. Well, and this might be a loss too. That battle's pretty quick and now they're destroying everything, which is not too good. Okay, I'm gonna have to reload again. These battles are getting pretty hairy now. I can't seem to get through them very well. So yeah, I'm just gonna come back in at once we're done with this battle. Okay, so I've reloaded this battle a couple of times. I'm trying to see what strategy will work. I did get some infantry produced, so I'm going to use them to help with this battle. It might actually help. If it doesn't, it'll be kind of annoying. But no, go that way, please, otherwise you're just going to get attacked. This might work. If it doesn't, it's just going to be really, really annoying. Come on, move out of the way, guys. You're charging, guys. Jeez. Come on, attack from this side. Attack my infantry instead. That's much nicer. I'm going to actually just circle you. You guys get right in there. Nope. Let's turn the troops round. Come on. No, and see, as soon as they get attacked, that's it. They just get completely wiped out by it. Right, come on, get in there, guys. See, now, that's just... These Bedouin are fast fuckers that keep wiping out my entire archer companies, and what the problem here is that when a fort like these archers gets down to panicked, every fort across the city drops 2 morale levels. So that archer fort, because they did get out of the way of the Bedouin quick enough, because of poor micromanagement, it causes these to get these inventory to get a little less brave. I mean, even they're now panicked, so they got up a level, but please don't destroy anything. Okay. Okay, so we got through that, but we lost pretty much everything of our troops, and that's not good because we're going to have invasions coming soon. We are getting money, which will allow us to import a little bit more copper, I suppose. We could just continually do this now that we're getting the cash for it. And yeah, at this point I'm sort of having to play this really cagely. Now, what's this like? 2 months to get another 2 blocks of granite. I can't see that happening unless I boost production priorities. Let's just take that priority off and put this to number 3 and allow military to suffer. In fact, let's turn off game meat for now. Let's get these 2 producing as quickly as possible. Hopefully meet that request. So, I'll come back in a bit later once there's something interesting to show. Hopefully I'll have recovered my troops in time for the next invasion. Okay, so Saqqara's growing, and they're going to grow, buy more planks of wood, which is actually very useful. And because it sends 60 weapons to Buhen, the city's following what that was expected. Now, I just want to do full disclosure at this point. I have run the city on a bit. I actually saved and then sped it up. Tried to work out what would happen. And I do know that an invasion's upcoming soon. And I do know that we can fulfill this granite request. If we look here, there's this request. This guy here, when he gets there, we can send it off before the end of the month. In terms of money, we don't seem to be making that much. We are going to have to turn on this industry here and involve our housing, because we're short so many workers and things are not running as effectively as I would like. This is also not working as well as it should be. You're still scared. Now, also though, that by the time of the invasion, these 2 forts will be filled up, but we are going to need a much larger military force than just this. The invasion is pretty strong, but we do get plenty of money. So we're just going to monitor... just actually put down a bazaar right there. As soon as you reach there, because I know that it's going to be bad if we don't send it off, so let's just send that off. That's the 12 granite met, just in the nick of time. Let's just not export luxury goods. Let it stockpile a bit. Use this Saqqara to buy wood. There's a lot of toggling and juggling about between things on this one. Now, we've got plenty of game meat. And we've got a bazaar buyer who's going to buy game meat. Let's just make sure that she's only going to buy game meat. So you bought some wood. Now, once these 2 have completed, I will sell off all the luxury goods and then turn off gems, the jewelers, just to make sure that the workers are working on the things that they should be. Let's just take that priority off and make sure the priority is on military, because that's more important. So we've got plenty of game meat stockpiling. The bazaar is going to go and buy food, which is good. And once these 2 are done, which, well, actually, you're a bit lost, actually. Just go and buy the 600 luxury goods that are going to be in that yard. So this is a reasonably tough mission. It could go a lot better, but I think we will get there. I hope. Let's just set this not to accept granite and just only accept game meat. So you're going to deliver another 100 luxury goods. That's going to import drivers down in cash. Kingdom rating goes up, which is helpful. Any invasions incoming? No, not yet. So people are going to go and get involved. And we're going to sell... excuse me. We're going to sell off luxury goods. Right here. There's all the money we need. So with that... we're going to turn off luxury goods because we're not making any, and turn on wood. And that allows us to start making some more cash. So short by 17 employees, but if we just put down, just slow this down, if we do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure about the one on the end, but for now we'll just do 2 shrines each. This will use up that profit, but that's okay. So we've gone back into debt, but it was necessary. And we're going to get this academy running at full tilt. Hopefully these will be filled up. We're in debt again, that's fine. So we'll just keep evolving these houses as best as we can, just make sure they can get up to the next level. And provide them with food and all that. We'll start to get the wood cutting going as well as we can, because we can now sell 2,500 planks a year, which will be good. So let's just check on our nothing's happening. That's good. People are going to move in, and once we get more people moving in, we'll start to expand on some of our other industries. Maybe try to put down some more wood cutters and max out wood a bit quicker. So I'm just going to come back in once that invasion's nearly here, or at least when it's called. Okay, so an invasion's incoming. Because of their dreams of empire, a Kushite army is eager to invade and will reach the city in 1 year. So that's when? May next year? 2241. It is a large invasion, I know. Meanwhile, we're starting to produce quite a bit of food to evolve our house. We're also getting quite a bit of money from selling wood, which is helping to get into other industries now. We've got some unemployment, which helps. What's the unemployment like? 44. How much space do we have to hold? 177. So, as the gems start to stockpile, I will actually put down... What's this? That's 13. So these are starting to get up there. Not quickly, but we're starting to train up military, which is good. I will have to probably rely on a bit of micromanagement. And most likely I'll have to build another fort. We have 1,100 demons all of a sudden, which is actually pretty good. So let's actually put down... another gemstone mine, spend money. If needed, I'll just go into debt and build another archer's fort or something once this one's trained, and hopefully get 2 archers, 1 infantry. But I don't think that'll be enough against the Kushite invaders because they're pretty strong. Just because we're short on cash, I have just put down a couple of guardians around the outside. They will be replaced by statues when I have the money to do so. Who's this? This is Biblos that's going to sell me copper. And now we've got plenty of gems stockpiling, we are going to start selling those. For now, I'm not going to worry about gems, jewellery. Actually, we could worry about jewellery. Let's turn that industry on. That's 12, 24, 36, 48. That'll use up some of this unemployment, which will keep people happy. Which they are. I put down more hunting lodges. I think they're just sort of using up the supply so quickly that they can't hunt very effectively. If that happens to be a problem, I will move the hunting lodges into different areas to be nearer the sources, like there, down here and all that, because they are wandering quite some distance. Either way, I'm going to let this run. I'm going to come back in once we're near that Kushite invasion. I can't do much more except wait. Okay, so we've got an invasion incoming. In 1 month, we're going to be attacked by those Kushites that we got warned about last year. I have put down a bunch of policemen. Now, I have some foreknowledge of this battle. It went really, really pear-shaped. My entire military was basically wiped out by the entire sides of that invasion. So I put down as many policemen as I could afford to put down, as well as staff. And I've also turned off gemstones just so that it can make luxury goods only. But they are coming in full force, and I don't think all of our troops will be enough, so we will have to rely on policemen to help save the day. I'm going to try a bit of a tactic which is going to involve a lot of micromanagement. The problem is that the Kushites send in their infantry first, they charge in, and our archers stay behind shooting at our own infantry. So I'm going to have to try and maneuver their infantry out of the way and attack their archers with my own infantry and get rid of them, and then I can attack the attacking forces. So it is going to be quite a boring invasion. It's going to be sped up, obviously, as I mentioned at the beginning of the part, or earlier in the mission. And we have a bit of a task on our hands, so it's going to involve a lot of micromanagement, and hopefully we will be able to save the day here at Dunqul Oasis. I don't want to be destroyed, because that would be pretty nasty if we did. And yeah, so we're just going to play out this invasion, see how it goes. And yeah, let's hope that our 1/4 of archers and infantry, and maybe a little bit from here if we can train up any more, will be able to save the day against the Kushites, because they are quite strong. I did say they were strong on water, they're strong on land as well. And yeah, we can't really do much except hold our ground and just hope that we can survive. Because if we can't survive this, we are going to be pretty screwed. I think another invasion comes pretty quickly after it, but hopefully we can lower the morale quick enough. So let's go and attack the Kushites. Okay, so you've probably just seen throughout the entire battle just a lot of micromanagement. I did have some troops, but this is way too strong. I mean, I had, what was that, 12 troops there, eventually, after a bunch of micromanagement. I had, say, 6 or 7 there, and the entire thing was wiped out. They took almost no damage. Now, I'm not too sure if that's just because they're overpowered, but by God, they are strong. I have never been defeated, really, by battle like this. But that is just crazy. I'm not actually sure if these guys are actually going to do anything now that they're stuck in forces. I did try leading them all over the map, trying to hope that they would shoot, but they're so strong, the archers hardly did anything. During that, I should point out, we did get a request for sandstone. I have set that up. The trade route to Neckhead also opened. What do they do again? They sell beer and flax. So we could do a linen industry, possibly import wheat and sell papyrus, but I'm not too sure about that. But that is a very large attack force. We do have copper and all that coming. I've got plenty of money now. Now I hope Kingdom Signing goes up because of the combat. We have policemen which are trying to do something, but they're not doing very well. They're sort of just getting hastily put up as in when I can put these stupid things down because too close to the enemy and all that. The battle track still continues. And finally it stops. That means that we're through the battle. The vast majority of this recording session for this part, this 1 hour, has just been me fighting around with these stupid troops, hoping that they will die. Now, I hope that we can actually do something here. Come on. Please do something. That didn't work. And what was that? New trade route available? Trade route to Dunqul Oasis has now been opened. They buy luxury goods, which we could make use of, but other than that, that is a pretty useless trade route. We're not going to do anything with that right now. Just attack. I really don't care what you do, just attack, please. Let me just make sure that that is priority 4. I don't care about food and industry at this point. Turn it off. I want the stone to stockpile. Now would you please just kill them? But I know that there's police out here. I know that this is not probably the best idea, but I would rather that you fight and at least do something than just be useless. So we've lost the entire academy trained here of veterans. Our entire fort of archers is gone. And this is probably going to go the same way. These invasions are very, very strong. And from that, I am probably just going to build up all infantry. I'm not going to waste time with archers. I'll have one company of archers and that's about it. I mean, even the company of archers that I do have may just get destroyed anyway. Now please, do something. But these guys are pissing off. Finally. Finally they're leaving. And will this Kushite guy die? Please, who is he?
Fighting invaders wasn't in my job description.
Shebik 2. Okay. Or something like that, I don't know. Please die in front of my constables. Hey, help me, infantryman. Right, you're leaving. Are you finally dead yet? Finally he's dead. Finally that invasion's passed. Now maybe I could get on with the development of my city. Because that, I can't afford another invasion like that. If that happens again, we are going to lose this mission. So I've got to somehow, if we're going to get enough sandstone from this, 78, 45. This will produce in 2 months, that's fine. So we, out of all of that, lost all of our troops. That is very, very strong. I may have to increase weapon production quite a bit. I will clear up the policemen and all that. I'll let them just leave. But holy damn, we somehow survived. I'm not sure how, but we did. So I'm going to go and clean up the mess. And try to get our export industries running again. And we'll just turn off that stone before we forget. We'll turn off sandstone for now. So yeah, I'll just keep on going. I'll come back in if anything of interest happens. That invasion was strong, wasn't it? Okay, so we've got another invasion coming. This time it's actually Bedouins. Now we should be able to defeat them quite easily. Trade route to the Sajuuk can now be open. I can never say that. 1,000 demons to import reeds and buy nothing really expensive. I mean, they could only buy linen, really. Sandstone's not worth it. I'm not sure whether we need plain stone or limestone, but never mind. Owen gives us reeds, so it's a little cheaper than Sajuuk, so I'm not going to open up Sajuuk just yet. They do sell fish, which is another food type that I could import. We can't get 4 food types on this one, but I'm not going for manners. We're going significantly into debt because... just set this to accept granite. Because I did expand this bit over here. We're not really making anything for export just now, which is not too good. If I can get the money, I will put another expenditure over here for more gems. Try to producing the gems. Really, at this point, I'm just waiting for Sakara to come through and buy up some wood, which will give us money. Once this gets working as well, that'll help. These houses will be, I think, looked after. We can probably just put a well somewhere, I'm not too sure. We'll put more gem mines along this bit, which will help as well. Can I put a gem mine in there? No, I can't. So let's just put a architect's post and a firehouse right here. And let's just find another place which has got a 1-tile gap there. So we're now quite heavily in debt with another invasion en route, which is not too good. And I hope that we can produce some luxury goods to sell to Byblos. We have produced 400, well 500, we should be able to produce a bit more soon. We've got some wood that's going to be bought up, which will get us out of debt. And we're going to have a quite poorly trained morale 4 of infantry by this invasion. Hopefully it's not too large. So I'll come back out once that invasion is here from the Bedouins. Okay, so that invasion is about to arrive. We just managed to get out of debt by selling luxury goods and wood, which is good. We sold 1600 and 500. We don't sold many luxury goods, but they will start to stockpile a lot quicker. Hopefully this invasion is not too strong. We've got below average veterans here. These guys are above average because their morale is increasing by the fact that there's no one there and the flag's on the fort, which actually helps. So I did actually put in another weaponsmith. I forgot to mention that. We are producing quite a lot of weapons, 3 each, well 6 in total from the 3 of them, sorry. Enough copper stockpiles that it's okay that it'll last a while. Once Biblos comes through again, we will sell more luxury goods. We can actually just put down... Right, Bedouins attacking. From here, and it's not a big invasion, that's not too bad. We're not going to worry about putting this on speed up. We should be fine. Where are they? Oh, they're south. Right here. Just speed this up. We haven't actually killed anyone yet, but we're getting kingdom boosts in any case. Above average, that's full. So this fort is now finally training. It's actually got 2 people in it already, not bad. So this is actually quite a large invasion, but these military trained academy troops that are veterans should be able to hold this off. I don't think any more invasions are planned, it's just enemies are attacking right now. We do have enough money to put down another fort, which we will be doing as soon as we get the opportunity to do so. But what I'm going to do is put down a granite quarry right there. There. You're above average, go and attack. We are more than strong enough for the Bedouins, and the police can come and help as well. Yeah, they're going to die pretty quickly. Average, they will die a little bit, our troops, because they are a little weakened from the previous battle. But hopefully they will not do too bad. There you go. They're all dead. Off you go. We only lost 6 actually out of that. And we got 3,000. So as soon as I get enough money, we'll have plenty of money. Once we get enough copper, we're actually going to have to start importing that again. Let's just set this to 400. That's more than enough. I could, in theory, turn off wood. We're actually going to do that because we have plenty. And then we're going to put down 2 gemstone mines. We can actually put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. We could actually just indent that a little bit and just put a well right there. It's not going to really make any difference. They are going to be upset. So we've got the money, and now we're going to expand our gemstone production to produce more luxury goods, because that's our main export alongside wood, and we might evolve the housing as well if we really need the workers. I may just in fact put another housing block down just here. So I'm just going to come back in once there's something interesting to show. Okay, so we're plodding along here on this city. It is difficult. We barely seem to get out of debt very much. I mean, we've only got like 1,000. And if you look at the kingdom rating here, it does keep telling me, every so often, that our inability to provide tribute is damaging our kingdom rating. It's a bit difficult when you have to keep importing expensive items and you sell at your exports. I am trying to expand our jewellery making industry to try and sell more. I did also open up this trade route to Mednefer to sell more, because Biblos maxes out pretty quick. Seems they're not buying as much this time, but we have, I've moved this road so it goes out in a loop, which will help in the long run, because then we can expand onto all of this area here. Over here we're going to have a little loop for our pottery weaving making stuff over here, and we'll be able to start evolving some of these housings into larger housing. We do have an invasion incoming 1 month, and let me just spend a bit of money just putting down some more statues. Let's do this tall one. Don't think I'm going to get this one around the entire city, but if this just moves out of the way, I don't think I can build there. I don't know. And we've got 4,000 out all of a sudden, which is good. We've also got an outstanding request to Pharaoh for 23 blocks of granite. I have turned this back on. And I've got this one set to get, and these will accept granite, and they will just bring it closer, which will speed up things, hopefully. This might be the spawn point, I'm not too sure. Anyway, we've got Bedouin army attacking from the left again, the west, which is not too useful. We will evolve this block and this block over here into nice stately level housing, which will help. And we'll try to get another military fort down. We've got plenty of weapons stockpiled. We've got 8 weapons and quite a bit more incoming, which is not too bad. Unfortunately, this guy's stuck delivering weapons, which means that the copper is not getting delivered, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. So this is not too big of an invasion. Let's just move everyone into position, or at least these guys. And these ones. And I'm trying to centralise the food area, so it's all in this centre bit, which will allow easier distribution. Pharaoh's going to fly to Rage because we haven't seen the blocks of granite, that's not a big deal. Not a big invasion. The Bedouins are easy to take down, but the Kushites are bloody difficult, which is not too good. We are stockpiling on gems, which is not too good. You Biblos, you should have bought gems, but never mind. Have we got gems to sell? We could just sell gems, I suppose, for a little while. I've got 4,500, which is more than enough money to start building up more forts, which will help in the long run as well. That's a full fort right there. We can just move you down as well. I don't know where the other guy is, but okay, you're there. Move. Let's get you moving in. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. 23 blocks of granite, there we go. Send that off. Get in there. And attack. So this is going to waste a lot more things for no reason, but never mind. The policeman is not getting involved. There we go. We lost 1 troop there. And nothing from anywhere else because they took too long. It's not too bad, we've held off that invasion, but of course if a Kushite army comes through, it's not going to be that easy. Let's just have a look at unemployment. We're short actually by 10 workers, which is not too good. If we can get these houses up, we will be doing quite well. Can I get a statue in there? I can't seem to... Oh, I didn't put a house there. Okay, never mind. That can go there. There we go. I'm not too sure where the spawn point is. It must be just here somewhere. Hopefully I can't have built over it, but I will keep an eye on this and make sure that I'm not building over spawning grounds and leave a space for them. So yeah, we're just keeping on going with this. I'm actually going to put down more yards, I think, because we don't seem to have enough space to hold the sandstone at this point. We have plenty of wood, so it's okay. In fact, we're going to put this here. You're going to get maximum sandstone, and you're just going to accept half and half of each, and we'll bring it all into these further away ones, which will help in the long run. So yeah, we're just going to keep on going. We've got way too much money now, and now with the spare weapons that we're going to start stockpiling, we can just put down another infantry fort and just get those forts maxed out. So yeah, I'll just keep on going. That's 5 forts. Another fort will go down of infantry, and yeah, we're just going to keep on going, and I'll come back in if anything of interest happens. Okay, so another Kushite invasion is incoming 1 year from now. We have a large military this time. I am shifting stuff around, so I'm moving up the weapon stuff over here. Just because I don't want them coming down here. Is this set to... Oh, it's still getting. Okay, that's a problem. Let's just actually just set that to accept. I'm going to change this up a bit. This can just be deleted. Let's... I'm going to have to shift these things around because they're in really bad places, but I'm going to delete all of this. We don't need this anymore. It's just in a really bad place now, and it's not really helping. I'm trying to add that little bit in there. I will shift it up over here, I think, and then just have a couple of yards set up over this side, which will probably be easier. So let's do 1, 2. Let's just do a road round the back here, like so, and set this to a roadblock. And we'll put down a couple of houses right there. I know there's too few people for the current population, that's fine. We'll put that there, that there. We'll put another one just on the end there. And that's a 2x2 thing that can go there, so let's put a police station right there. So I'm starting to shift stuff around, trying to provide better access to things over here. I might even shift all of this out and put a housing block in here, which will help with the population, but we have 2,000 and this is not fully filled out yet. So let's see, yeah, we've got quite a bit of unemployment here, so let's put down 1, 2, 3. I might have to zigzag the road a little bit to get in there. So that's 4 quarries. of sandstone. Granite, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just do that. There we go. And then I can have yards along here to support storing up the granite that's needed. So let's just do 1, 2. I should, yeah, get maximum for now and empty out the other ones. Let's just, oops. Empty all of this. Fill all. Fill all. And fill, and empty all that stuff out. So, start to get rid of all this granite and sandstone and the like, because it's just stockpiling pointlessly. And we'll play, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I can have the sandstone stockpiled, say, over here or something. Or I might just put down 2 of these right there, and that can all just go into this 1 yard right here, which will be fine. Might even export it if I feel like doing it. So yeah, we're just going to keep going along. We now need to sort of address our goals. We have our culture, we have our prosperity. Our kingdom is not very high, because we've not been paying tribute. Population's sort of there, but we need to build a monument as well, so we're going to start working on that, evolving our houses. And I'll come back in once that invasion's nearly here. Hopefully it'll go a lot better than the last attempt. Okay, so that invasion is about to arrive in 1 month, bent on conquest, and at this point I'm just doing city expansion. We've got our pottery industry going. Everything's moved over here quite nicely, which is good. We need to put down another yard just here to accept or get. Actually, just set it to accept, it's fine. So that'll be all the granite that we need for our obelisk, and I don't know where this invasion is going to come from. And this is going to, I've changed this storage yard, sorry, to empty out all the granite, and it's going to get a quarter pottery from up here and accept beer, because we can only import it. I know at the start of this mission we could get barley, but that source was lost when Boohen fell. We're now up to 10,000, well 11,000 D-bins. Given that we started this mission pretty much constantly in debt, that's actually a good thing. Now I hope that this invasion comes from somewhere that I can easily defend. We are going to move everyone out to over here, because I sort of expect them to come from the exact same location. So let's just move everyone out, and if they come from somewhere else then we're going to be somewhat screwed. We have got 4 fully stacked infantry forts, which is a lot better than the last time, and we've got 1 full fort of archers which may or may not survive. Now hopefully they come from the same location. Let's find out. They have. So let us get on with this battle then. Okay, this battle pretty much is over. We did lose. Holy shit. Even with all those forts, we lost 2 full companies of archers. Infantry, sorry. They are both masters, so they will at least survive a little bit the next time, but holy crap. These invasions are huge and powerful. Let's just send everyone back. I know they're sort of still doing stuff, but they will attack and defeat them as they go. I mean, what the hell was that? That was just insane, that invasion. Right, can we just go back to our forts? That would be very nice. Everyone is now back at their forts. These 2 wiped out, basically. I mean, they just died so quickly. But they have the experience, so that means that in the next invasion, if we ever see the next invasion, they will survive a bit longer. But even with full forts, those invasions are so bloody strong. The Kushite are not a force to be ignored, in my opinion. Meanwhile, we are producing pottery. We're going to start evolving our houses. We will get these guys up as well. Let's just make sure the gods are not too upset. Let's put down an extra temple to the gods. We're going to put 1 to Ra and 1 to Ptah. 1 there. So we've got plenty of money now. Money is no longer a concern of this mission. We're just stockpiling the granite now. And we're going to put down the desirability and all that. So I'm going to try and pad out this block a bit and get there more game meat. I've not been showing most of the game meat requests, just because it's just the same city asking for game meat. I also put down the city palace if you didn't see, which is why we've got a bit of a labour shortage, but the big thing about this is it's going to allow us to start taxing people. Something we've not been able to do for a long time. Let's just put the tax rate up to 7% and increase wages just a little bit. That allows us to pay the 7% taxes. So we're going to start to stockpile granite. In fact, we might already have it. We do. So I'll scout out a location for this obelisk. I'm not too sure where to put it. Not there, because that's just sort of blocked in basically. Let's just get rid of that little load there. I might move, or actually we could just put it there, to be honest. We might just put it right there. I will set up all that kind of stuff later. So yeah, we're just going to keep it on going. I'm just going to put down the usual stuff, get our kingdom boosted and all that. Recover our forts, somehow, before any more invasions come through. I'll come back in if anything of interest happens. Okay, so another Bedouin invasion incoming, and 1 month. We're only getting 3-month warnings for these Bedouin attacks. They're not very large, so it's okay. I did notice that this fort here, which was actually Masters, sorry, they've downgraded to Veteran, probably because so many unskilled troops have been filled in that they've dropped their morale, but with their experience, sorry. I think we'll be fine against this invasion. Let's just bring all of our troops in. I'm not too sure about this archer fort. I might just get rid of it and just have all infantry on this one. And I've also just connected up all the roads just to keep things tidy. I've also put down this. What's our unemployment like? 4%. Let's give you access to beer. I'm not too sure if all of this will provide us the 3,500 we require. If it doesn't, I will have to add in a few houses here and there just to boost in these like little gaps. We could put down extra housing. Let's see, the gods are a little upset. Let's just provide them extra stuff. Bedouin army attacks from the southern bit. Okay, it's a different location this time. Let's bring them over here. And you two. There. 3 of those should be more than enough. And while we're at it, we're going to spam some shrines. Just in all these little one-tile gaps that we can't really do very much with. How many shrines is that? 16, so we need to put down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. And that'll bring us up to 14 and 16 each. We're bringing down pottery here, which will be used to evolve these houses. We've got plenty of people in the city, which is good. Where are they? Ah, here they are. Still not a large enough invasion to trigger the battle track, which is good. Just move everyone in here quite quickly. As you'll probably notice, I am not doing the speed up for these really simple battles, and I'm only doing the speed up for the Kushites, basically, because their invasions are much stronger. There we go. Pretty easy invasion, all things considered. We're just evolving our housing really at this point. There we go, they all died pretty easily. There's some masters, there's some veterans, and there's a couple of veterans that had a couple of losses. Not too bad. So yeah, I'm also importing linen up here, flax to make linen. I might export that. Our houses are up to spacious apartment. I don't think I'm going to go any higher than this unless population expects it. I'll also put down a carpenter and a stonemason. We're going to scout out an area for this small obelisk. It might even go there. I may shift things around and move stuff. What are these like? Unfortunately, these guys are not really filled up, so I'm against doing that. I'm actually going to put this small obelisk right... See, I would like to put it there because then it looks good. But then the problem is I might not get enough food and we'll start to have a bit of a food crisis. Actually, we could just move this musician to somewhere else. Where can we put this? We'll just put it over there. So I'll just start putting things on the outer edges of the city, which will help. And we'll put the small obelisk right there. So we're going to get rid of all that granite. They're going to go and build that, which won't take too long. That'll sort out that. Our kingdom's met. I just need to boost population. And then we will be done with this horrific military mission. But it's a good one for practicing on, I can tell you that for the start. So now we're just going to keep on going. I'll come back in if anything of interest happens, unless we win the mission. And the obelisk is now complete. which is good because and that just looks so nice right next to this housing block and overlooking this one. I am going to start importing papyrus, well, reeds rather, but it seems as if Owen's spending most of its time selling me clay, which is not very useful because I'd rather have them give me papyrus. Now, I could just import a little bit of papyrus from Mennefer just to speed up things a little bit. We'll just do that, 400. I'm shifting the sandstone over here and having this one be a storage yard to accept papyrus, which will be easier. Let's actually just delete these two, we don't need them. I can actually just sell the sandstone, but I'm not trading with anyone that would buy it, so it's not a big deal. Meanwhile, our problem is just getting population. The only problem is I don't want to put down too much housing and send our unemployment up too high, but we have got plenty of people willing to move in. We've got space for another 150 odd. We'll have more space over here as well, which is going to be good. And yeah, we're really sort of at a limit where we can't put too much down, because I mean, we went up to 10,000 and lost money. I mean, we sell 14,000 a year and import nearly 11,000 a year. So we are importing a lot and constructing a lot. So if I start building things, it would be fine. We wouldn't lose so much money. You can see I put down this temple complex. This was also used to get rid of workers. I don't think I've shown you this one. No, I haven't. So here we go. When a city has a temple complex dedicated to him, Seth instills a fierce will in the city's soldiers, granting them more experience protecting them in battle. The additions to his complex are the Altar of Anubis, and mortuaries need less linen. Sekhmet, crime goes down, basically. And that means that with the temple complex and the academy, you can get first level veterans without even doing anything, which is actually very useful, but of course it's going to be too late to build this early on in the mission, where it probably matters most. But never mind, that's just a problem you have to contend with, and that's just helping to give us culture places and all that. We've got our culture. We can actually just put down booths in places like there. Where else can I put a booth? I can't really put a booth anywhere else. There's one there. That'll probably do. We've got our prosperity, we've got our kingdom and monument, we just need population. So I'll come back in once we're nearly at 3,500 people. Okay, so another invasion is on the way, and I know where it comes from, and this invasion is really annoying because they keep going after my poxy archers, which doesn't help. So I'm going to move the archers out of the way and turn all these guys here, because I know this is where it comes from. If it comes from somewhere else, I'd be really annoyed, because it shouldn't. And I know that during the battle, we are going to be attacked by Kushites at the same time, which is not very useful. Let's get everyone in position over here. The archers getting attacked and destroyed will affect the entire city's soldiers' morale, which we don't want. So let's just speed this up. There we go. We're not going to get the right amount of people in time because we don't have the... so this is better. Hopefully we can hold out for this next invasion from the Kushites. There we go, they're all dead. There we go. And yeah, we're just sort of trying to get through these battles while allowing immigrants to enter, because we need them to enter, otherwise if they don't, we're going to have to deal with an invasion, which is not going to be too good, is it? Here comes that invasion. I'm going to just try to speed through this as best as I can. All my troops are up here now, which is good. We're not going to get any more immigration, so we're just going to have to play through this battle as quickly as we can. Oh, come on, get in there. There. And let's just speed through this. There we go. Not too bad. And everyone's running off scared. Well, that doesn't help, does it? Everyone is terrified. We still got people. Oh, for God's sake. You just leave. Right, goodbye. Goodbye, Kushites. We're not going to be seeing you anymore. But those invasions are huge. I mean, they come in and they completely wipe out my archers. Well, and my infantry. I mean, they're so strong. Well, I don't hold out much hope for Icon, where we have to fight these bloody arseholes again, but we've got through them this time. And we're going to get more people coming in, which is going to allow us to win. Let's just take a final save and have a look over our city. So we started here. But this housing block and our wood industry and our gemstones going in and out of debt so often that it was just part of the package, really. Then we managed to expand down here for more housing, which is going to give us our population that we require. Seems as if it's not happening as well as I would like, but if we just speed up time. Come on. There we go. We defeated Dunqul Oasis, that final military mission of the Old Kingdom. It was quite tough. I have to say that was really tough, even on hard mode. Even with the knowledge that I had, those Kushites were really strong. They were like 2 times more powerful and wiping out everyone. But let us proceed.
You have managed to provide for your people while Egypt crumbles around you. Your family still will serve Egypt well in the difficult times to come.
Well, there will be difficult times ahead, as well as we know we're going to be going into the Middle Kingdom in the next part. But that was Dunqul Oasis. If you're interested in the other alternate mission, which is Dark, I'll just click ahead in the playlist. But if you're looking for the next mission in the game, you can either click on the left-hand card to head to Finis again in the Middle Kingdom, or you can head to West by clicking on the right-hand card. But thanks for watching, guys. That was the end of the Old Kingdom, and I'll see you in the next part, guys. Bye now.